The Central Valley School District 25-year Capital Facilities Plan has a series of 5 bond proposals that carry out throughout the life of that plan. I want to focus today on the first bond proposal that we will have in front of voters February 8th of 2011. There are 6 major projects in this first bond proposal, and then projects around all schools within the district. I want to talk about those 6 projects right now, the major projects. And I want to talk about 3 of them that call for modernization and also expansion of capacity at those schools. The first one is Evergreen Middle School, modernization and renovation of Evergreen Middle School, and expansion of about 150 student capacity at Evergreen Middle School. That will help us alleviate overcrowding at Greenacres Middle School. As we take a look at the next modernization and expansion project, we go to Chester Elementary School, which again, we modernize that facility and expand it for future growth in our district. Also, modernization and expansion is Opportunity Elementary School. Opportunity Elementary School presents some structural issues, HVAC issues, electrical issues, and also has the need for us to expand capacity at Opportunity Elementary School. We'll also take a look at 2 other facilities, Greenacres Elementary School and also Ponderosa Elementary School. And there are major structural issues, HVAC issues at these schools as well, and modernizing those schools allow us to meet the learning environment needs for our students. The last and final of the 6 major projects is a new elementary school located at Mission and Long. And this school would allow us to close the kindergarten center and move our kindergartners back to their neighborhood schools, while also alleviating overcrowding at both Liberty Lake Elementary School and Greenacres Elementary School. As I talked about earlier, we have projects for every school across the district included in this bond package. And those projects deal with safety and security for the most part. And the projects that deal with safety and security are entrance and access controls at each of our schools, as well as security cameras at each of our schools that would be consistent district-wide, which allow us to have a consistent security system. Furthermore, we would purchase and install an emergency notification system. In cases of emergency, we'd have immediate contact with our parents across the district. The final of the small projects is to improve the efficiency of nutrition services by modernizing the kitchen at Horizon Middle School, which serves as a production kitchen for all of our elementary schools across the district. So we've got these projects, we've got the large 6 major projects, and we also have then the projects that will be available throughout and available to schools throughout the district. How much is that going to cost? The total estimated cost to local taxpayers is going to be $69.6 million. The good news is that as we invest our local taxpayer money, the state will also invest with us $32.8 million in what is called state match. When you add our state match to the local taxpayer contribution, our total project cost will be $102.4 million. That translates into a tax rate to local taxpayers as an increase of 65 cents per thousand of assessed value. Thank you for your interest in the Central Valley School District and in interest in this first bond package. I invite you to find out more information about our schools and the need for renovation and modernization at our schools by taking our visual tour.
Welcome to Evergreen Middle School, where good things happen. Come on in. In 1974, Evergreen opened its doors as a junior high. That was the same year that the world came to Spokane for Expo 74. So when you think back, that's been 36 years, and 36 years that this building has served the public and served our students of the Central Valley School District and served it well. So as you enter the building, you're coming off of 16th Avenue, which back in 1974 was just a regular street in the Spokane Valley, and it wasn't the major thoroughfare that it is today with all of the traffic. As we come through the front doors of Evergreen, the first thing we come across is the office. And as you look at the office, you can see it's hard to find where the office is just because it's not that visible, which means we don't have good visibility on who's coming in and out of the building. And in this day and age where, of course, student safety is our first priority, that's a real need here at Evergreen Middle School. Back in 1974, when Evergreen was built, it was built with the premise that it would run on just electricity as far as the heating system, the lighting, all the power. Everything is electric in our building and still is to this day. The challenges we face at Evergreen every day really surround the infrastructure. in the sense that, of course, we talked about electricity, but we have all original working parts as far as the HVAC system, as far as ventilation into the classrooms being hot, classrooms being cold. And so that is a real challenge that we have at Evergreen because everything is 36 years old. For example, we had in the boys' bathroom a toilet that cracked, and it come to find out it was a wall mount toilet, which they don't make anymore. And so we had to have one custom made just to replace the existing one, which is, needless to say, expensive. The classrooms of today use a lot of technology, and technology, needless to say, generates heat. For example, we've got computers, dock camera, projectors, printers, all these different things create heat, which is difficult to learn when you're too hot or too cold. With students today, we want them to be actively participating in their education, which includes things like having science labs set up so they can do experiments and they can do hands-on activities. With our science rooms, if you look, there is just a sink up front and that is it. Learning in the classroom today requires that students use technology, and just the technology that we know about now. And if we're planning to remodel our building, we've got to look at technology in the future. Thanks for touring Evergreen Middle School, where good things happen.